Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. My name is Joycelyn Dadzi. I'm the face behind this page. I'm a mom, I'm a registered nurse, I'm a digital business entrepreneur, but today I'm here to talk about autism awareness. April is Autism Awareness Month. And today is the very last day of April. I dedicated this month to bringing people with knowledge about autism so they can educate the masses, educate my audience. As some of you may or may not know, I have a son on the autism spectrum. So it was dear to me to have people come and educate all of us about autism. It is for that reason that I am so blessed to have a very
Mhm.
knowledgeable person all the way
Very good. Very good.
to come and educate us about autism. So please help me welcome Gina Mesa.
Yay. Thank you,
Oh,
Jocelyn. Thank you for the invite. I'm very grateful to be part of the platform. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about this. I'm so much passionate about this topic, and uh, I think we will all try to put our thoughts together to educate ourselves about this issue. So, thanks
absolutely.
for the invitation. I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for accepting it. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, okay. So, my name is Gina Mensah, and I'm originally from Ghana, but I live in the USA with my family in the United States of America, but I live in Indiana. Indiana. I know most people are not familiar with small cities like this, but Indiana. Yes. And I am a cardiac sonographer. Most people will be talking about I'm a nurse, registered nurse, blah, 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 but I am a cardiac sonographer. I want you to come one day to visit me where I can scan you and see how your heart is working, how it functions, and other stuff. That is what I do, and I love
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.
And I have 4 kids, and I live happily. I live in a happy environment. So, is that okay for
That's
my
okay. It's
intro?
more than okay. It's more than okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need, because you have a background in education, um, I just wanted to tap on your knowledge so that you can tell us and educate us about what is autism. I know it's a
Hmm.
spectrum disorder. So
Yeah.
what is autism and what we mean it is a spectrum disorder.
Okay. So, when we say autism is a spectrum disorder, it's a complex neurodevelopmental condition. It is complex, it's a wide range. And so that's why we say it's a spectrum. So, some people, it's characterized by different uh, differences. We have social, communication, behavior, sensory processing, they are all under the spectrum. So these are some of them, if that answers the
Yeah,
question. Yeah.
yeah. So that means that no two people with autism would exhibit the same kind of
No,
symptoms because
no,
it
not
might
even
affect them
twins.
separately. Okay.
Yeah, not even twins. They have unique
Wow.
capability, they have unique strengths, and they have unique challenges. So each individual is different. So if you go to their plan, like the RBTs and the like autism spectrum specialized education for them, they have individualized treatment plan, and it's
Yeah.
meant for every individual. They look at your strength and they develop it specifically for one person. Let me just chip this in Ghana, when I was a teacher, I started my teaching in 1994, thereabout, and I left the teaching field somewhere 2012. Well, I may be naive, but I learned it as a course, honestly speaking. But now I'm seeing it reality. I'm seeing people, a lot of people with autism.
Yeah.
Maybe in Ghana, during my time, we did not pay attention to those people because as time goes on, some people outgrown out of it, and that's it. They live their normal life. But honestly speaking, it's a wide range, which as usually encompasses a wide range of strength, challenges, and a whole lot. So we cannot
Yeah.
say based on this person is an autistic. It
Yeah.
has different ranges. Yes.
Would you say there are some, what are some of the common symptoms that people may overlook? Um, Especially maybe a parent who is trying to see if their kid has some symptoms that they need to look out for. What are the common ones that people may overlook?
Um, Very simple one like eye contact. When you are talking to a child and the child is not making looking into your eyes and responding to you, you have to look into it. Oh
Mm,
yeah, my child is not looking at me when we are communicating. Even with other people, he doesn't look at you, looks
yeah.
elsewhere. It's one of the signs. We usually ignore that. Oh, that he's busy with his tablet and other stuff. Pay
Mm,
attention to that. That's one. Then communication. Sometimes they don't talk early. We say in Ghana, sometimes we say, oh, go and look for banana and other stuff from the market and give it to him or her. He's going to talk very soon. But we have to pay attention and look into it because communication, verbal communication, is also one of the um, signs that most parents, oh, Obekasa, don't worry, as time goes on,
mhm,
Obekasa, but we
mhm,
have to,
mhm,
yes, we have to pay attention to that. It's also one of them. Then sometimes we don't usually check the milestone of every child. You know, you are a registered nurse, you know that we go through stages in development. So at a point in time, if you are not seeing certain behaviors or stuff well in your child, pause, just ask yourself questions. Is my child behaving well? Is he responding to his name as whenever we call him? These petty stuff. And one major thing I've realized is textures, food texture.
mm,
We eat, yes. Some kids, fine. Generally, there are food other people will like, others, oh, I don't like this. But some of the kids like different textures of food. Some may like apple juice. Apple. What do we call it? That paste. Apple
applesauce.
apple sauce. Yes. Most people don't like the texture, like autistic kids.
Mm,
Banana, these are some of the stuff we don't pay attention to it, look into it, because all the fruits and vegetables we are to introduce our kids to it. So as you give it to him or her and you see how your child reacts to the food, try it, be consistent and keep on trying until you realize that, oh, he doesn't like this texture of food. It's also a sign we have to look out for it. Then when even normal hand, when you have your baby and you use your normal hand just to direct him or her as he's a baby, if he's not following your direction or ignoring you, just pause and what is going on? It's a lot. That's why I said it's a wide range,
yeah.
These are few ones that are common that we don't usually pay attention to them. Yes, this
Oh
is.
my goodness. It brings me back because I think that even for my son, he the one of the things that made us, even I think the pediatrician, was that when we go to the pediatrician's the office, he doesn't seem to be, engaging in anything. He's very quiet, but at home he was very active. So I
Yeah.
think for us it took us a minute to realize that there was an issue, because at home it's like a lot of babbling, but when he goes out he's quiet. So, and some of the things you were talking about, we will call him and he will ignore us completely, like he couldn't even hear. So we
Mm.
had him tested and he could definitely hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could hear. He was just, so that was a big red flag. But of course, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. And then very picky eater.
Yeah.
Very picky eater. You
Yes.
know, eh, just like you were saying, these are things that people should, it doesn't mean that everybody that is a picky eater is
Yes.
probably going to end up autistic, but at
Yeah.
least it begs for you to look into it, to see,
Yeah.
ask questions and see if this is worth looking into, you know.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
what are some of the strategies you would say that creates a positive environment for growth for autistic children?
Honestly speaking, we have so many interventions or so many stuff that can help autistic kids to be normal, not be normal per se, but to be
Yeah,
active. And yeah, some of them they open up when they are in a small group. Some of them open up when they are in a small group, wherever they are paired to friends, or though sometimes it's very difficult for them to communicate or interact with their peers or even their siblings at home. But sometimes when they are in a smaller group, they can be active. That is one. Two, know them. Just accept them. Accept that this is the situation. How am I going to help him or her? So acceptance is one of the major stuff. Sometimes we don't even understand ourselves.
yeah,
How can we understand them? But if we understand the fact that this is part of this thing, this is each situation, how do I accept it? How do I accommodate it? How do I work around it? If these three things we are able to factor it into our daily environment, is going to help us. So accept it, accommodate it, and then just make adjustments. How best are you going to help with it? So this may help us somehow, because I've seen some parents or situations where this has been a tough challenge.
yeah,
How do I accept this? No, this is not possible.
yeah,
So if you don't accept it, then how are you going to find solution to it? But if you accept it, fine. We all have beliefs. We all have stuff to go that goes round in our mind each and every day. But then just give just a glimpse of it to accept it. Just something small. Let me just accept it and give it a try. How is it going to be? So let's accept it, let's accommodate and see how best we can help them. If
oh,
we do all these three things, it's not easy, honestly, it's
yeah.
not easy, but then it's kind of relaxes and helps our mind, help us go through the challenge.
I went to an autism conference, like a forum,
Mhm.
um, Saturday, and this parent came and said, I've been told my son, I think it was a son, has autism. She can see that he's different from others, but how do I accept it? Like, how what do I do? So I got up and I said, you go through the grieving process.
Yes,
You
yes.
grieve for what was supposed to be, I guess. You
Mhm.
grieve, you go through the process, you get angry, you get sad, you cry, but at the end of that stage, that 5 stages, at the end of that stage is acceptance.
Mhm. Yeah,
And it's only when you accept that the advocacy can kick in.
yes,
It's only after you've accepted that you can then now say, okay, what does this child need and how can I help? Because if
yes.
you don't accept,
Mhm.
you can move on. I
Yeah,
remember
no.
years ago, a family member told me, "Don't accept that diagnosis. Don't accept that,
Yes,
because
yes,
if you don't accept, then it wouldn't be a label." And yeah, I'm glad I didn't listen,
yeah.
because I trusted the professionals that were helping, and I
Mm,
knew that once I put in my all and I did what was best,
yeah.
we will see progress. And that's exactly what happened. So, oh my God. Ah, thank you so much, Gina, for taking time off your busy schedule and coming
Mm.
to bless us with your presence and
Oh,
all
no
this
problem.
knowledge. Is there
Yeah.
any final word you want to say before we run off?
Yeah, I have one stuff like if you are a parent who have kids with autism issues, we should advocate for them. How do you advocate for your child? By reading more, learning more about what the situation is, how to find solution to it, and advocate, talk. Sometimes they will just draft a treatment plan that is way off your child. Take time, go through each of them. Sometimes we just run through them and we just mark them. No, take time. Go through them one at a time. If even it will take you a week, let them know that I'm busy, but I'll work alongside with you. I'll go through it. Go through the treatment plan and make sure that it fits your child's needs, period. If you do that, it's going to help. It's very helpful. But if you allow them to plan for you, at the end of the day, they will be with you for just 6 to 8 hours. The rest is your issue. So why would you allow somebody to plan something for you and then the person is away? So be involved and advocate for your child. You know your child cannot express him or herself. He cannot talk. He doesn't know even what he needs. You, being the mother or the father or the parent or the caregiver, knows the needs of the child. Let's advocate for them. We
Thank
shouldn't sit down for them to impose some stuff on us. Let's advocate for them. Go into it. Go, 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 go online, go everywhere. Look for resources that will help. Now, by the grace of God, we have so many advancements. The RBTs are very helpful. We have other assistive devices and other technologies that helps them. Ask for support. Don't be quiet. Wherever you think you will need help to support, ask. We all need shoulders to relax. Ask for help everywhere and put them together. And also, let's celebrate the little milestones, the improvement that we see. Let's celebrate them. It's very significant. If we celebrate the small improvement that we see, he said, little drops of water make a mighty
my
ocean.
gosh.
So that's minute improvement here and there. Let's put them together and encourage them. They will one day be out of this. If not, I've seen a lot of people in this US here who are autistic, who are working, give
Yeah,
with their families, and they are doing well.
yeah.
So it's not like a hell, just that it's not part of us. We from Africa, specifically Ghana, is something that we are get seeing its reality. So we should one advocate for them, look for resources, talk, talk, ask questions, read everywhere and get information that will help you. So that is the little I can add to it.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, you heard it all. You heard
Mhm.
it all. Till next year, April. This has been a great month, and I hope we've brought some insights and you'll be a little more kinder to people and parents, with kids with autism. And you hopefully you've had the knowledge to know a little more than you did. So thank you so much, Gina. Thank you to all the guests that came and spoke. Thank you to everyone. Stay blessed and stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.